I salute all man. I salute all our people them. We wait for the people them for ACN. People them for ACN. I beg when I kiwi up. Make we start. We got plenty of things them for talk and the Ambazonia people will be very excited for hear the good news who want come for can deliver and for our people them. So I beg when I connect with fast. We need for go. Let's go, people. Let's go. Let's go, people. Let's go. All right. So while we wait for the people then for AC and for connect with, make I take the time. I salute our brothers them, our sister them, our papa them, our mommy them, for all over the world. Where they join me for Facebook Live. Make we connect. Make we salute our people them. While we wait for AC and for QE up. No one start a discussion before ACN people they connect with and it do already be a little bit late. I don't want to make Ground Zero miss anything with the talk. All right, I see Mr. Trump. He talks to the Iron Man. We salute you, Mr. Trump. Come the younger Martin, where you watch for that side for Bokwai, for that side for the Ambazonia capital for Boya. We cut you cafe. Come the Amber Freedom. We salute you and we say, all right, Mami Florence Wilkins. We fine done, Mami, for that side for Europe. We salute you, Mami. Good evening for you too. And then we salute Big Brother, Comrade Palm Down. We salute you. What you do for you? Grandma Sally, all the way from Victoria. Grandma Sally, thank you plenty the people for Victoria. We see what you don't do La Republique du Cameroon. We thank you plenty. Grandma Sally, we thank you plenty the people of Victoria. All right. And detail, we see you divine. Welcome. Vitz, we salute all una. Comrade Richard, we salute you. Mr. Kaibong, welcome. Comrade Roland, Mr. Chenwi, we salute you too. Mr. Z, we salute you all una. Una come well. Mr. Kenna, welcome. All right. Comrade by Mr. Julius, welcome. All man for house. Your place day. We salute you. Well, we're done, Mami, for that side for America. Mami Najale, we salute you, Madam Giles. Welcome. Fine, Mami. All man the place day for house. Come the Kimbi, you don't come. Come the Don with the salute all now. Welcome. All right. Now what you do for you? Elkana with the salute you, Mr. Tomwe. Welcome all man. Come the Maria Kelly today for house. All man the place day today. Yes. Ozona. Una come well. ACN. Una the miss. Come the Valley. Mr. Tayong. Welcome. Two for house. Come the Joe Brown for that side for Istanbul. All man your place day. Would salute you, Comrade Evan. Would salute you, Mr. Shu. Welcome. All man, the place day for house. All man, their place on a place day. All right. Comrade Evaristo student come. Mr. Noah. Welcome. Comrade Gilbert. Would salute you too. All man, the place day on a come fine. We hope so. We never miss no man. All right. Comrade Obedient to don't come. When I come well, all man, the place day. Make we check ACN. If ACN don't start, we go start. We wait till now ACN people them. ACN, let's go. All right, we go start and then the ACM people them, maybe they will meet up we halfway, make a call them just for check what it go on. I beg when I give me 1 second, make a call them. All right, we go start. The ACM people they will join we, they will deplug we small time, but we'll go for start. All right, make we start. We go the ACM people they will join we whenever they be ready. But for now we'll go for start. Time now we'll not get plenty time. So my fellow Ambazonians, make I take the time for salute all our papa them and our mommy them. For salute all our big papa them, big mommy them. For salute all our uncle them, our auntie them. I want salute all our big brother them, big sister them. I salute all our neighbors them. And above all, I salute all Ambazonian picking them. Then on top of all that, I want to salute our brave men and women when they defend the homeland. When they defend our people them, that they protect our communities, and that they defend the territorial integrity of Ambazonia. I salute all our forces them across the 13 states. I salute all the blocks. I salute all our generals. I salute all our commanders. And I want to thank them for the great work they do for our people there. My fellow Ambazonians, we wake up today with a lot of excitement, with a lot of happiness. The world woke up today across the world. People them for all over the world, they woke up today as with hope for see something new. And for that side, for the United States of America, the people of America, when Asabi said over the last 6 weeks, they don't finish their election, and as a democratic process, it's supposed to go through a process for make sure say that election stand fine, for make sure say the person will win, now he win. A land of transparency and public accountability for give the people them the power, where the people they decide. Now the thing that they call democracy. Now the people that they decide how their country will be and who will lead them. Now this process, it don't take the world for place where they establish world order this for democratic principles. And the country, we don't champion the democratic process and it proven for the entire world. Say that the best system, if they do and fine, and they give every person a fair chance, where every person get a chance and every person get an opportunity and every person is deserving. The people of America, they go through small, as they call them, small trials for test the system, how strong that system be, how good that system be, how dependable that system be, how reliable that system be. The people of America, they go through this test for this election we pass to America. It be there like no other election where the Ambazonia, where the America, oh sorry, I don't want to talk about Ambazonia so long. Now not only Ambazonia did for my mob. Where the American people, they don't see them for a long time. When I see say for Al Gore, he and George Bush, their own, they go so a court decider, it finally end. This time around, Oga Joe Biden, he and the one way don't come out, Donald Trump, it not be easy. The system once again, it don't prove. Say the system be stronger than any person. Once again, the system don't be proven. Say their system be stronger than any person, than any manipulation, than any power. Say the system, it be strong. Today, the American people, they woke up for honor their democratic principles, their institution, and the peaceful transfer of power through a fair process. Their Congress is certified the vote. Their Senate is certified the elections. Today, Oga Joe Biden, when I be there, Obama, a vice president. Today, when I see a peaceful, a smooth, and peaceful transfer of democratic power for inside the United States of America. It will be a beautiful ceremony, a very beautiful ceremony. So today, Joe Biden, he don't take over power for become the new president for the United States of America. Why this one be important? It be important because as a Democrat, their focus, not only for America, but also for the rest of the world. Now for make sure say human rights they be respected. That's why it be important for we. The focus of the Democratic Party for most of the time, their focus now for honor and promote human rights across the globe. And any people where they face injustice, like Ambazonia people, they face them. You always see the administration of the United States, if it be especially led by a Democrat, you see greater intervention. We don't see them all across the world for many times. This case, it be very special. Oga Joe Biden, now person where it don't stay for U.S. government in terms of their Senate for a long time. He don't stay there for a long time. He don't travel the world. Now, man where he understand the Ambazonian case very well. He understand the case between Ambazonia and La République du Cameroon very well. Not been a story waste of money for telly. Now, a well-experienced lawmaker for America. Very experienced. He stand up. He fight for apartheid for the people of South Africa. He stand up for the black people then for South Africa. And he pressed the U.S. government for stand with the people of the blacks for South Africa when they go through the apartheid. And he tell the United States, say the United States, enough is support a terrorist apartheid government will kill the black people for South Africa. It challenged the United States, make it uphold morality and human dignity for stand with the oppressed people for South Africa. It knocked a hand for table for United States Congress. It knocked a hand for table until the U.S. government it take a new position for South Africa, for stand up with the oppressed people for South Africa until that land finally become free. And when Asabi said the moment it become free, Mandela, he and Bill Clinton, they become very good friends. America helped the process for develop South Africa and stabilize South Africa because it restored the dignity and the freedom of the people. Today, that person now be president of the United States of America. The issues of human rights abuses, the issues of injustice for Ambazonia, Cameroon occupation for Ambazonia, it been a very high priority for Joe Biden the agenda. It not only end for day, not be not only Joe Biden the interest, but na say the heart of Joe Biden and the focus for a foreign policy. Now for help, for stabilize the world and promote human rights so that people they will get a better quality of life. If I don't fully work, now I work that even for United States of America. For make sure say people they get equal opportunity, they get better life. We see this policy, it will be translated we see this domestic policy, it will be translated for project their foreign policy for help for stabilize the world and stand up and fight for the human rights abuses whether they happen across the globe. This one be important for the Ambazonian people because Joe Biden he understand what the Ambazonian people that they talk, that they face them. Most importantly, the person when I be Joe Biden is Secretary of State. Now in this, the person when I be Joe Biden is Secretary of State. Now Anthony Blinken, now a well-seasoned U.S. diplomat. It's very seasoned. He don't be around for a while. He don't serve many administrations for the United States. So not been a new face. Now person we don't travel the globe. He don't go for La République. He understand the issues between Ambazonia and La République. He understand them. They get very deep understanding for the problem. So they know them very, very well. Now a good time this for the Ambazonian people. Very good times. It never ever be better for we so. The luck, everything be add up for the luck of the Ambazonian people then. You get the right people in the right places at the right time for our history. We'll never ever get this kind of luck. With the right people, they just line up by God, by divine, by the universe. They just line up for the Ambazonian people then. Now the best time for our history. Now the best time for our quest for become a free people. For regain control of our land, for regain our dignity, and for the sovereignty of Ambazonia. It never ever be better for we like this. Anthony Blinken, he get a file of all what did happen. It already happened for Ambazonia for a very long time. It don't be inside. Now a good friend of the Ambazonian people then, the moment they talk say they don't nominate it, make it become the new Secretary of State. While diplomatic partners and the governing council of Ambazonia immediately rush in and establish contacts, and they start to do the work with Mr. Blinken, a team and the people there, for set the stage for the Ambazonian matter, for make it become a high priority for the new US administration. We sabi say Oga Donald Trump, he do a lot of things them for punish Paul Biya for human rights abuses, but they not be take the kind actions where it go generate the momentum for move the process of discussion and negotiation between Ambazonia and Cameroon forward. They be only punish Cameroon through sanction, because Nagiti Bobby talks say if they put this kind of sanctions them, if we change the government, the position small and soften the government, but it not be enough. Una remember the US government terminate almost 180 million for military aid for Cameroon. They cut down the train where they provide them for Cameroon. They take down their military, a lot of even some of their war planes. Them they give them, I think, only one old one. Unasabi. They cut down all the people, the troops, and with the American troops, them US Special Forces, where they be put them there, they begin to train, they beat them and order. They cut a lot of them back. So Trump be doing on. He cut Cameroon out of AGOA. He cut Cameroon out. Those things they be fine. They not be enough. Wait to be interesting. Now make a play winner. Wait to Nagitibo. It be summarize them as the problem before they leave office. Make una year so that una no place where these things they go.
Secretary?
If I may add, anything having to do with Cameroon has to be overlaid with the problem of the conflict that's going on. For example, now the Cameroonian government is talking about a new UN development program for the Northwest and the Southwest. Unfortunately, there's just no way to, number one, implement that, and the Cameroonian government seems to forget that the number one desire of the people of the Northwest and the Southwest is to have a say over their own affairs. It's one thing to talk about development, but at the heart of it is their keen desire to have control over their own lives.
When I hear again, when I hear this part.
To forget that the number one desire of the people of the Northwest and the Southwest is to have a say over their own affairs. It's one thing to talk about development, but at the heart of it is their keen desire to have control over their own lives.
Nagitibo summarize them. He talks say the number one desire of the Ambazonian people there. Now forget control over their own lives. He summarize them. He say anything where Cameroon did do am, except Cameroon accept. Say now what the Ambazonian people that they do ask Cameroon they waste a time. Now so Nagitibo warn Cameroon before he leave office. Today, a new team of people, they don't come in. A new team. Mr. Blinken. Now a different diplomat. They know we just wait for sanctions. Now people for actions. Now people where they believe say, without human dignity, without the protection of human rights, this world will become chaos. The world will be destroyed by terrorist dictator them, like the dictator of La République du Cameroon. Without the protection of human rights, the dark forces, like the terrorist military of Cameroon, the terrorist gendarmes of Cameroon, they go destroy the world and they go cause chaos across many countries. Paul Biya is a terrorist. Yesterday for night, Oga Anthony Blinken, for a confirmation hearing, it make the US Congress make you understand what will be the top priority of the new administration. It tell them openly, say one of the top priority for the US foreign policy for Africa, now they focus on the human rights crimes with the Cameroon government it commit on the Anglophone population. The human rights crimes with Pobia it commit on the Anglophone population. That's what they talk about. A diplomatic language for say the human rights abuses and atrocities with Cameroon terrorist colonial dictator and the Cameroon terrorist military that they commit them. Anthony Blinken, it make it be very clear. For Pobia, for Betty Asomo, for Atanganji. Pobia, Betty Asomo, and Atanganji. Now the top 3 people them this, where they for US their list for targeted sanction and crimes against Ambazonia. Pobia na a dead working man. Na new game this. Not been just about interest. Not been just for protect interest. The Democrat, as much as they be in for protect US foreign interest, but they know say you know if you protect US foreign interest until you promote human rights. For create sustainable balance of trade and interest, the Democrats, their principle, I say, if you protect the people, their human rights, it will give US trade advantage for the world in terms of immoral standing. So yesterday, Mr. Blinken, he talking, Pobia and he people them, a terrorist regime, the United States government, it go hold them personally accountable and responsible for the crimes where they don't commit them for the people of Ambazonia. Today is a new day. Now a new game change for the structure of power in the world. The time don't pass. Paul Biya go prison. Paul Biya go prison. He go prison. For all Ambazonians where they don't kill him. Those villages where their army they burn him. All the top commanders of Cameroon B, they all go prison. All. General Nka, when I lead the burning of villages, he go prison. The Cameroon top general, when I lead the war, for lead the beat them, for commit those human rights crimes, they go wholly personally responsible. They go whole Pobia personally responsible as the commander-in-chief for give those orders them for a persistent and consistent human rights abuses. Atanganji, where they run down, they team up. Like person we don't smoke banger. It days that they come. He go answer voices. He go answer what are the plural for boys. For the plural for boy. Now voices. He go confirm am. He go confirm am. Say, na true. Say, he go bury the family of the bereaved. I see me talking for Bafusam. He go confirm am. He go know the difference between the new world and the old world where Paul Biya don't fully. Say they get power. Waiting mami for Kumba. It be tell Atanganji. The prophecy they come. When I remember, mami for Kumba, where he raised his hand, he said objection. Wait till be tell it come for Atanganji. It come. Atanganji and Pobia and all the rest. All the top, all that deal for Manfe, there are days that they come. All the crimes where they don't commit for Ambazonia. That deal for Manfe, where he signed an order, make Ambazonians then almost 30,000 Ambazonia from 16 villages. Made they evacuate since 2018 till today. Their time to come. Their time to come. All man is file day. All man, they are file the day, all man. This one na message from inside of the inside, their time become. So, Ambazonians, now the best places will be. The best. The governing council of Ambazonia, it did lead an aggressive diplomatic campaign for end Cameroon occupation of Ambazonia. While our forces, they did do the job on the ground. Now, make us sweet when I had a lot more to come. Make us sweet when I had more. For Joe Biden inauguration, they invite a lot of Africans in. African Americans. Not be the African American like all the blacks. We talk real African Americans. The African Americans directly from African descent. All right? Most of them are first generation Africans. So, one of an Ambazonian, where they call it say, una know it, our big brother for America. Una don't see many times. Una don't hear him many times. A very fine, handsome man. All right? Very patriotic. Very, very focused for the human rights, for the rights of the Ambazonian people then. Now our big brother, when I be one of the people then, where they come together for create what we don't now come know as the coalition for dialogue and negotiation. When I don't can know it. In name, now big brother, they call it Dr. Christopher Fomunyo. Our big brother for America, now he be in charge. Now he be the director for the director for the Democratic Institute. All right? An Ambazonian. Now he be the director for the Democratic Institute. We're there for Washington, D.C. Now a very close person to the Obama administration and now a very close person to the Biden administration. Now a close friend to Mr. Blinken, a very close friend. Now he be one of the speakers then. If I look for that flyer, now he that for on the left hand corner, I think will be for on the right hand corner. Now he that for the bottom, he did it. Christopher Fomunyo. Now he be one of the speakers then. Where today he don't talk for Joe Biden inauguration ceremony. He be one of the people then where they invite he make he give small talk for Joe Biden inauguration. Make that one tell now how far Ambazonia day for inside the new Biden administration. Make this one tell we how far the Ambazonian people they don't go in terms of direct engagement, direct participation for not only for the American process, but also for the new U.S. foreign policy for Ambazonia. When I remember, now our brother, big brother, Chris Fomunyo, now he be help for conduct the new survey. After Cardinal Toomey, he conduct the first survey since they do the SCNC, their matter them, since that time. Brother Chris, through the Coalition for Dialogue and Negotiation, they conduct their own survey after Cardinal Toomey he own. Cardinal Toomey he shows say they say 97% of Ambazonians they want independence. Total separation from La République du Cameroon. The people for Coalition for Dialogue, they conduct their own survey. It show exactly the same thing. I think now it been a 96. If I not be mistaken. I think 96, their survey shows say 96 of Ambazonians. They want total separation from La République du Cameroon. Guess who speak today for Biden inaugural ceremony? An Ambazonian, Chris Fomunyo, wants La République du Cameroon. Wants La République du Cameroon. They know say Ambazonia, they don't go too far into the new administration. Guess what La Republic do? They do what they always do. When they not get a solution, and they know so would they beat them, they go now for blackmailing. They launch a smear campaign against Dr. Chris. They launch a smear campaign against Dr. Fomunyo. They launch a smear campaign. They hire fake journalists. Make they launch a campaign against this man for blackmailing. Say they don't catch you for Ghana with plenty money. We probably don't bribe you. They don't catch you for Ghana with plenty money just for blackmailing, for discrediting, for tarnishing image. Probably don't fail. Now today this, now in that, it is for the new president, the new US president, inaugural ceremony. Ambazonians, the hope for Ambazonia, it never ever be so strong. As would it do well for ground, for our self-defense strategy, for take all Cameroon, their colonial power where they be getting from Ambazonia. So too, the Ambazonian people, they do very extremely well, diplomatically, for bring the Ambazonian matter directly to the centers of power, for make sure say Ambazonia they get justice. For make sure say the Ambazonian people they get justice. For make sure say we end Cameroon occupation for inside Ambazonia. It not end for day. The news they continue to be sweeter and sweeter and sweeter and sweeter and sweeter. May I bring you more sweet news. Madame Karen Bass. Oh, unanoi. Mami Karen Bass. Oh, manoi. Karen Bass. Now a U.S. Congresswoman, a black woman, when a U.S. Congresswoman, when I be the chairman for the Foreign Relations Committee for U.S. Congress. He don't travel for La Republique 2 times during this period with this war is start. He don't go there twice. He go there with a congressional delegation for go do independent investigation on behalf of the U.S. government. For go do his own independent congressional investigation. For get first-hand information of what be the real problem. Madam Karen Bass go there. He talk for civil society then for Ambazonia. He talk for the traditional rulers then for Ambazonia. Obviously meet up the colonial prime minister and the colonial president. But they get first-hand information. While they do those things, they did also talk with their constituency for America. For the Ambazonian people then for America, for hear the side, their own side of the story. And they get all this side of the story. And when I know the position where Karen Bass don't put them, they don't put a lot of resolutions. The last one we just finally passed for US Senate. It be very strong. So there is a lot where they go on. Karen Bass now, he don't get a new appointment for inside Joe Biden administration. New appointment. So we'll get better voices with people then where they understand this matter and they understand the atrocities, the killings, the burnings, the destruction where Paul Biya they carry them out for Ambazonia using a terrorist army, using terrorism tactics. As you don't hear from the British House of Commons yesterday, that they hold the British government accountable for get the British government make it take a stronger stand for defend the rights of the Ambazonian people then. As Madam talking yesterday, as they talking yesterday for the British Parliament, the Cameroon government, it used the tactics of subjugation. Tactics of subjugation. Their goal of all what they do for burn villages, kill people them, burn places, not just because they want subjugate, they want suppress the wishes of the Ambazonian people, them, their hopes and their dreams. And I don't hear. So the heat, the steam for international consensus, it is built against the colonial dictator of La République du Cameroon, the 90-year-old diaper-wearing president. The country don't come out. Let me say, the ballot for Cameroon. Now say the country don't rotting. So they pour beer a teeth, they don't rotting, so that the teeth they fall off. The country Cameroon, it don't decay, it don't rotting. So to the president, it don't rotting, so to his own teeth, they don't come out. Pour beer teeth, they don't come out, they fall off. From the all, na punishment from Ambazonia. So what hopes it be more stronger. The place where would they, the place where they go, it never ever find so. It be so fine. It be so great. Now the best places we will ever be as a people. So I want to thank all Ambazonians, especially for the United States of America, and all the movements where they don't really stand for push what did happen for the US government, for the new US administration. We want to thank the leadership of the Governing Council of Ambazonia for their aggressive engagement. We want to thank them plenty. We want to thank the people for coalition, for dialogue and negotiation, for the good work that they do. As we get our forces on the ground, that they become more united, that they work together, that they collaborate together. Over just the last 1 week, we don't see an incredible shift. Sorry, over the last the last 20 days, we don't see an incredible shift of attitude for Ground Zero. It starts from Grandpa for Bali. We give away a very big New Year's gift message. A shift for Fako. It don't move for Babanki. Would you see this positive momentum for Ground Zero, where we have forces that they come together for serve the people, that they come together for work together, for collaborate together, and for shame the devil of intoxication, the people that they be engineer infighting, for shame them, and for toxic intoxication, manipulation, hate messages, and for cause fighters and for fight each other. Those things are things that people they be doing in order for gain political expediency, in order for them for be the people that they lead, in order for them for be the people that they rush for go negotiate with Pobia. All the forces for Ground Zero, they don't become more and more educated. They don't understand the importance, as the leader talked 2 days ago, the importance of working together. The importance, say, at the end of the day, now one Ambazonia will be free. And the freedom of Ambazonia and for all Ambazonia, irrespective of the group where politically you be under. At the end of the day. So at the end of the day, when they say all these hateful messages, they don't die. And when they say the people where they be cause all this hate, when I look at their movements, when I look at the people the way they just want to twist Ambazonia and them. So that made it be at the new Munas. When I see places where their movements, they don't end up today. Well, wish. Now for say make all movement, they be strong. And they stand for what it be right. And for stand for what it go help all Ambazonians. Which it go help their movement, and which it go help the Ambazonian people them. Now that one be our wish. Our wish today will be just hope say IGK will be strong. It will be a strong movement. It will be a strong institution for the Ambazonian people then. We wish make all groups movement. They be strong, may they not be weak. Because if they be weak, then that part of the revolution be weak. We believe to make all the movement to be good. But unfortunately, that will not be the case. That will not be the case. Now for the Ambazonian people then. The forces on the ground, just yesterday, the governing council of Ambazonia, it sent money for forces them for a certain block. I know we're talking. For their materials. For the collaboration, what they do. They send the money, may they buy materials, may they use them for carry out actions on behalf of Ambazonia. He sent them plenty money for seats. For fight together, work together, for Ambazonia. Not enough for satisfy the ADF. Not enough for the glory of the governing council. Now for the glory and freedom of Ambazonia. The governing council, now the leading movement, and it don't stand for a place through the consistency of their vision, the consistency of their roadmap, the consistency of their strategy and their policies then, and the consistency of their leadership. It don't give them the credibility within the Ambazonian people then. It don't give them the trust. Saying that a stable leadership with the Ambazonian people feel count on for lead the liberation and deliver the people them independence. So as the leadership demobilize these resources, make una know say all those groups them, the defense groups they come together with the Ambazonia Defense Forces for work together. Una know say the leadership of governing council of Ambazonia on behalf of the Ambazonian people then, it will continue to mobilize resources and deliver and provide them for those forces. May they fight on behalf of Ambazonia for liberate homeland for all we. Now for all we. And for all we. Because if you look through our history, if you look through who will be as a people, we'll never ever be a divided people. So we'll not see any reason where a war of independence for collective survival, we're supposed to be not something for all we. We'll not see any reason why fighters, when they want fight for one thing, they will fight each other. We'll not see any reason. And that's why the ADF, since the days of General Ivo, from the beginning, it don't always preach now one Ambazonia. It don't always preach make all forces they fight together. It don't always preach now the message of collaboration. Now the message for respect every fighter for down. No matter how many of them they day. Even if they carry now only bush gun, they must be respected. Because the sacrifice not be easy. General Ivo be understand this. That's why it be focused for empower all the forces, for all the blocks. That's why it be focused for say any place where it pass, as long as we fight as the day along those communities and along those roads. It go to divide materials, divide bullets, divide country seats, divide AK seat. If they get any extra AK, they take them, they give them. They say, "Una fight for Ambazonia. Una fight for defend the block." Now the spirit is. Now the spirit is of the governing council of Ambazonia. Now the spirit is of the Ambazonia Defense Forces. All defense groups and for ground, they are placed there. Because we honor that block. If that block not exist, that block will be weak. Cameroon will get road for enter our communities. It be essential. So this new momentum, where they go around the world, especially for America, and the momentum for ground zero, now a combination for victory. The momentum on the ground and the momentum diplomatically, now a combination for victory for Ambazonia. 2021 will be a very special year for the Ambazonia people. This 2021 will be a very special year. In the next few days, we go continue our aggressive campaign for more bullets, for complete the operation 10,000 bullets for our forces. The operations yesterday were forces for the state of, for our forces for Batibo, they get a lot of attacks from La République du Cameroon for attack one of the outposts of the ADF. Now, an 8-hour battle. When I imagine when our forces they fight for 8 hours non-stop, how many thousands of bullets they will use them? At the end, La République du Cameroon retreat. They killed 3 Cameroon soldiers, and we lost a middle commander for that battle. Yesterday, we lost the middle commander for that battle. A fine commander, a brave commander for that battle. 8 hours of fighting. 8! 4 times 2, 8. Yes, and so 8 hours. 8 hours of fighting. How many thousands of bullets do we use them for fight Cameroon? And at the end, Cameroon retreat. They're not be even fit for dismantle that ADF outpost. Because of the strategy where the leader don't put down. Because of the strength of our defense forces. Because of the powers of their weapon. Cameroon go for retreat. They retreat. So, while the leader and the General F and the prepare as to don't tell una for launch on a stabilization force, then our forces, they need a lot of bullets. A lot of bullets. The battles, they go over plenty. Next, the load for the ADF, it increase. As our big brother for America be talking 2 days ago when the leader he come live. Because a lot of the forces them, where people they be the fool them, some man, 1 or 2 or 3 people, then where they want political power for the revolution. Because now the revolution they give people the political power. Any person we want create a small power base, they will get $2,000. 5 people they will come together, they get $2,000. They provide them for forces, may they buy country gun them, country bullets. They know we hear from them again. 6 months after, they can't give them $500. You get all these things that be happen all across Ambazonia. Now, a lot of those people, they don't feel sustain those small forces them anymore. Then when I don't see what they happen with the other groups them, where they get forces only for gain political name. They don't feel provide the weapons of those forces. In fact, make a play on some video more na here. I play on an audio more na here.
Power on. Bluetooth pairing.
Now play on this audio because if I'm on a hear what they happen for ground zero.
Bluetooth connected.
There is a big shift with the happen for ground zero. I wanna need for know what they happen. When I hear this audio from one of a commander for the other movement then, where they need to take care of these forces. They need to provide weapons for these forces. But they claim say they get forces for ground. When I hear SSF, Ambazonia, when I hear, because a shift it take place for ground zero. Fighters they become more wise. When I listen.
Mommy and Papa, they on a good morning. Now what's the talk? I come today to greet all una, to tell una, say all we will vex. Me in particular the vex. Yes, because this house, I don't know whether na La Republic or na Ambazonia I'm picking them. Ambazonia mommy and Papa them. I'm picking them. So the thing just vex me. All since I did for the house, and never hear some man talk say, okay, this year how we go do? See 2021 we don't enter. Suppose they try how we go see. Well, I even believe say I be here. I even think I go here. People will say, more even try. We they put it in America. They will say more even try buy things, give boys. But I never even hear anything. Our problem for this life, maybe not chop because now we will die every day. Now they America, now they will fine.
Una the year? Now one of their commander than this. He cry. Small time, the only thing that's small money send for them. They only send a small money. Now commander this cry. Big brother Yerima na commanders and this they cry. Na commanders and this they cry. Why? Why?
Big, drive better car, live for better AC. The people they die every day. If you know die so now I see now I no go ever know. I want run say now so I go know say hey, you want die for side, you want do now. But problem no be chop for this life, mommy them papa them I beg.
Big brother Yerima, commanders they tell you say their problem not enough for you for send and chop. They want weapons. They cry. 4 years. 4. For a war of independence. After 4 years, wait till you fit prove them to the Ambazonian people when they face a war. Say you did do it for liberate their homeland. After 4 years, how many guns you don't put them for ground? Forgive the people they may defend themselves and protect what people then. How many? After 4 years. How many forces you don't train them after 4 years? But I be leader. I be leader. I stand for Ambazonia. Paul Biya launch Nations Cup for Ambazonia. Now commander daddy cry. When I not begin any plan for do anything. The only plan is for call for lockdown. Now no one plan that. You call for lockdown. Now you plan that. Now commander this is cry. Just for say I get forces. Once in a while it takes much money when I send them for them. Weapons I need buy them. Now commander this is cry publicly.
This. Yes, we know so now the help when I don't try when I do am. Yes, but when I try and I say put down. Boys they die every day without no good weapon. Our problem is na weapon them. Our problem na weapon. Now the one make struggle go ahead, but no good weapon people you no get them. How the struggle will go? No bullet, no money for even chop better jazz. Then now the one make the struggle go ahead. Now who the one push the struggle go ahead? Who they no get them?
Big brother Yeri my dear. Now your commanders and this way the color so you get soldier them. Now then this is the cry. They cry for Ambazonia. They cry. They cry. Why? Why? Why would they do these things for our people then? Why would they treat what picking them this way? Why would they treat what brothers them this way? And when they claim say wanna be leaders. Worst of all, when they claim say wanna be a government. That's the funniest thing that 4 years after, you know if you call gone. 4 years. Shame not even day. For make flyer with your own picture. You call and say big rubber gun. Now wait till be big rubber gun. For person we want to go fight war. What is big rubber gun? For man we want to liberate a people. What is big rubber gun? Shame need to do now. For continuous deception. For continuous manipulation. Shame not there for una. Shame not there. Shame ni do na. See the thousands who they suffer for as refugees from Nigeria. More than 700,000 they there for bush. Shame not there for una. Shame no day. I will now go gather on yourself for small forum then. Every day, c'est comme my president, c'est comme my president, c'est comme my president. Na soldier then that they cry. We not deny mo na no cause c'est comme my president. You know go liberate Ambazonia. Na soldier they need to tell una. 4 years, una don't sing and we don't liberate Ambazonia. Step 1. I give una the same advice I give una 2 years ago. Same advice Capo give una 2 years ago. Yerima, step 1. Choose a general for down. Tell the Ambazonia people say, my general this. Hear me fine. Self-defense. Not be as until we do one for back. If you not like war, pack. If you the fear, made it well. It not catch you, put you for prison. Say you go fight war. Come out. Tell Siseko, say Siseko, this one pass me. I not fit do one. It not for my blood. Come out. Not been by force. Come out. Make another person can't help that organization. Come out. If you the fear for put your hand for guns and bullet and put your face outside, say I stand for my people. Come out. What people did die. Come out. Make another person come down. We go help all these soldiers the way they talk say they want fight under una. If you know if you do and come out. Say big rubber gun. 4 years after. Shame no dare you for put your picture of outside. You see the launch operation big rubber gun. Wait till be big rubber gun, Yerima. Wait till be big rubber gun. After 4 years, we probably had the kill what people then. You know if you call gun. You know if you call RPG. You know if you call machine gun. You the fear. If you the fear for call gun, what to make you a leader? You not be fit for lead a movement. I be sorry for tell you this one, but the pain be too much. I be sorry for use this kind of language. The pain be too much for our people there. Commanders, they suffer. See, if you not get the heart for do this work, come out. Make another person come in. It be okay. For save that organization. For save, which is to say, could start them for una. For save them. And do what they do for the Ambazonian people then. If we move forward, imagine if IGK be stand strong small. And they put more money too for ground. And when I know soldier the way they get them. You say if we collaborate, but all these small things they put they go do them for back. You go take one stick, you go get for here. For gain loyalty. You take one stick, when I send these small people them, they put small forum them, and then they go raise money, they take one stick, they put them for here. They take one stick, they put them for here. When I take one stick, they put them for here. Enough to liberate any man. Enough to liberate. Now man you that, the place where it's supposed to be, now the hottest place for Ambazonia. The place where Siseko could come out. Not up to 10 AK when I don't put them for down there. Not up to 10 AK when I don't put them for down there. I know him. Now shame. That's why now soldiers they cry.
Hello, PS.
Yes, my big brother.
Now you did a live show where man to contribute.
Now live show, you just call so I be the talks until I the talks until my heart the vex because when I hear the cry of one soldier, then my heart the vex. Hello? Eh? It drop? Betty make you drop now. Yes, I be live. If you call, you contribute. Would they enough for make one revolution me work a fine for all we? Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, all right. Good evening. Good evening. Or now which time set there for that one?
No, now afternoon.
I don't know.
Now afternoon.
Well,
Now 2:30.
greeting.
Now 2:30 for Toronto here.
All right. Greeting. I say I just follow your live show for concerning the advice which you don't give for IG. I believe say that they hear this your show. I believe say that they hear the show. If truly these people that they be serious and the one who will go for that boya, they get to take these steps the way you don't give them. They must take these steps them where you don't give them for make sure say who will go for that boya. Because time for experiment for this struggle don't pass. 4 years it been a time for any man for try any way if he try. Now they no need for convince any Ambazonia. Say you get for follow na this person, you get for follow na this person. At least we don't reach for a level where all man supposed to know who they get for follow them for this struggle. If truly all we want go for that boya. Me the IG, I see the hear this program. If true, they not get no other secondary aim for back. Me they find their general. They make a me Ambazonian people. They know say na their general or they pack as you don't talk. They left this struggle as it did. They left the struggle as it did. Before you want make a New Year's speech, I call ye, I tell you say all this speech the way una they make us so it not get value. If you go tell we how you get for structure your soldiers them for down. Now wait that way it is important. If you need support for Ambazonia them, structure your defense so that they go know say na your defense and then they go come in for put way they get for put them for inside. And then I want to beg una also. I know say we don't overget challenge with this power the way na Eric. We get a lot of challenge with him. We don't know exactly the platform where he stand. But I beg if we get the possibility where we fit draw ye. We fit draw it so that it come together. We put small force. Can we go for this Ambazonia? I go over there happy. Because you see, they go this race money, do want the race money. At the end of the day, this boy that they die for that, it then they help the struggle. So I want us big. We will do everything for bring the poor, we will bring her on board so that we will carry we go for Boya. I don't want to take plenty of your time. I thank you plenty for the good work way they do. Bye.
Bye. All right. Now, my big brother, that a call for that side from Germany. We thank una plenty. The reason we talk about this thing because, as I don't talk, we hope na make all movement a bit strong. Because if we get a table and then you get one leg, it really be strong. The other leg they be very weak. You see that table need to stand fine. The table need to stand fine. We want to make all our blocks, those forces where they work for other movement, may they be equally strong and they get the weapons then. It go be easy. Excuse me. The fight go move forward fast. Collaboration go over fine. These guys, they want work. Will get forces where they be hungry for work. Will they get a call from ground zero? People, as now what happened today? PS, don't go touch where they had them today. Yes, comrade. Hello, ground zero. Would hear you. Where this put of ground zero? Hello? Sorry, this was brother, our person was brother for ground zero. So, when I say, so I finish my advice. I finish my advice for big brother Yerima. As they don't talk, if you be serious, first thing, self-defense, Connie no day again. After 4 years, there is no Connie. You know if you do self-defense for Connie? Yeah. So number one, find amongst all una commanders them for down. I believe say, look, my best advice, what if he actually talk openly. Una take General RK. Una take RK. Una make it una general for all una forces them for ground zero. It go be na the best thing for all una. It go be na the best thing. And I experienced guy, it don't build a good for, it don't create, una see what he do for 2019 and 2020 in terms of the organization. So now the best thing una fit do. Now fight away other commanders, the fit trusty. Una take it, una make it una own general for ground. It go over fine for stabilize ground zero in terms of defense. It go over fine. Take ROK. Una take it. Una leave it for they do it they want it do now wait. Why una leave it maybe he want maybe a solo general. There is no political affiliation. Yerima appoint ROK. Make it a general. Make all your forces they come under a control. If we structure them. And now una fit get a command and control structure for ground for all una forces then where they under una. Now una fit get a channel where una fit provide weapons through a command and control structure. Most of the time, una hear fine, hearing my people them. Most of 90% of all una money when I send up for ground zero, the loss. Ma tell una why. A lot of these boys them command and control no day. When una take that $2,000, una give them. When I forget about the person, he take him, he go in ground one. Most of the time, they did remain for the. If we create a command and control structure, we dey weapons, they come through command and control structure. Accountability day. When I know say if we send 10 materials, they enter ground zero. They fit deliver on the 10 materials and when I fit see on 10 materials. You take $2,000, you send up for here for buy allegiance. You take another 2,000, you send up for there for buy allegiance. It no go help una. Number one, my best suggestion, General RK, una appointee as una general under una structure, and then make all Ambazonia they know now say now una forces than this. Make all Ambazonia know say they are structure this, they are general this, they are forces than this. Number two, una find people where they understand defense. All these groups they una they go carry plenty woman una put them. I be very sorry, not be say we not talk say woman and not feel lead defense. But not been an emotional game this. Not been something about emotion. And this thing not been about Siseko. Now about Ambazonians. We now find people them where they understand defense. People where they get connection. How una fit get weapons and una money not be lost. People where they believe for Ambazonia. Una find them, una bring them, una create structure, a defense structure. Not been a humanitarian structure. A lot of una structure una don't create them. Now mostly humanitarian. Una go for change them. Una create a defense structure. Una be responsible. Una raise money. Una talk so okay now for 20 weapons this, now for 50 weapons this, and they deliver that 15 weapons for una see them. Una see them. Una feed one. Forces that be hungry for fight. If una give them what they want them. Collaboration, it will be easier when forces they be structured. When forces they be structured, collaboration will be easy. The reason why Fakodi succeed, now because all those forces they be structured, all them they be structured. Those 5 groups where they come together, all they be structured. That's why collaboration be very easy. You know if you do collaboration when things will be very loose, you don't know who be who. You don't know who they under who. You know if you do one. So the blocks and way that they collaborate, now the blocks and way the forces they be well structured for those blocks. I want to thank the commander for Black Hat. I want to thank you plenty. I want to thank you, General. We salute you with the talk. So my best advice that this one will do for the love of Ambazonia. Not be not just because say you want, criticize someone. Na critique, na positive criticism. For make sure say leaders they hold up to the standard of the expectation for the Ambazonian people then. Now leadership. We got for lead based on the time and the circumstances we were people that face am. We got for lead. So the load for the ADF, it don't over plenty because you see all these forces them now, they want come under the ADF, make ADF help them, make ADF structure them, make ADF help them, make the staff do. So the load for the ADF, it don't over plenty because you see. Sorry.
Power off.
So the work over plenty for the ADF now because a lot of these groups them now. They see the structure of the ADF, they see the effectiveness of the ADF. Then the most important thing I say, they see the focus, Dr. Ayabai focus. They see Dr. Ayabai focus. They see the focus for the general the governing council. They see General F and a focus for ground. A lot of them will be very inspired by that. So now it attract a lot of load for the liberation. That's why we insist make the other movement, if they are led, they be strong too. All we go do this work together now for the liberation of motherland, for reduce the pain and the suffering of our people. Them. And the reason that we would get this kind of talk for all now. And the only reason this would bring this talk. And the reason this would come here for educate, for empower, for make sure say all we will do the things and way they go move it forward. Because we live for a very fine place. See how weak like the public don't be. Internationally, they don't be so weak. Internationally, we don't disgrace Pobia. It is high. On the ground, we don't finish them. The only ammo card they remain. Small concentration. We just wipe them out. So, as we move forward, we call on every Ambazonian for make a commitment to the stabilization plan. Help we for this operation 10,000 bullets who will launch them under the stabilization plan. Oh, ma answer the question. People that they ask can say, some person come yesterday, say I say a PS also. Ma ask you this question. Oh. They say, when they launch the stabilization plan, when they inside the stabilization plan, when not even launch the stabilization force, why you can't launch Operation 10,000 seats? I tell you, say, now the clarity this, I provide that also for every person. The stabilization plan and Operation 10,000 seats, not been two different strategies, not been two different campaign. Now one central campaign day, we will launch them. And we'll stay there for that campaign for the next maybe 3 months until we finish them. Now the stabilization plan. Operation 10,000, now part of the plan for make sure say the forces they get the bullets. As we launch the forces they will require a lot of bullets for do the work. Because how you go money stabilize? How you go money dominate? How you go manage project Ambazonia? A force they not get a bullet. So many people are not confused. Say, na two different programs. No, not only one program. The governing council don't launch out for the Ambazonian people. They call and say the stabilization plan for build a powerful force. So why we don't provide for the first phase for that plan? We don't deliver 75 high caliber guns them for ground zero. 75 for 3 months. Okay. Yeah, you call again. Now you want donate?
Yes, I forget. And now I say I forget saying they are supposed to put small money. That matter now hot matter. So I go yes, I beg or I still wait so that they may come, but I go push 50 euro. I go push 50 euro.
Okay.
Then when I take an order for that place, by the grace of God, the month and go one pass again. You can still hear from me. I beg, send me. I wait till you have the information now. PayPal. If you send me PayPal right now, I'll do the transaction immediately.
All right, I will send it for you. I will send it for you the moment I close up.
All right, no problem. That will wait.
All right, brother, don't call. At least he call back, and then he want to put 50 euros. So, in conclusion, we do very well we do very fine. Make people not confused between the stabilization plan and the campaign for the 10,000 bullets. Now, one plan, we need the bullets as the forces that they be launched. They will carry out a lot of operations. Why? We know how La Republique they operate. We know their game. Atanga don't come for outside, can announce and say Paul Biya don't win the war against secessionists and terrorists. That's what they call it. All right? Atanga talks a war. He talks a no problem, no be there. So how you go money win a war where you be talking no problem, no be there. Anyway, that one no matter. That crazy people there. So we know how then they operate. We know say as they know say that these forces that they can't be launched. They know say these forces don't finish their training. They know say that kind Dr. Ayaba through the governing council, it don't deliver those kind weapons for the ADF. La Republique will go crazy. The shame where we go put them for them. It go make them. They go want launch all kind attack from morning till night. So we know how they operate. All right? We know how they operate. So that's why we do these things. Because we know the thinking system of Cameroon. We understand Cameroon more than they understand themselves. Because we'll be people for intelligence. We'll be people for strategy. So we really understand those idiots. We know how they work. We know say the moment we show the forces for outside and present them to the world, they know say it go project Ambazonia and it show the defeat of Cameroon. We know. So they will come from all kind corner for try, for fight, for show say they still there. We understand them. That's why we need this, we campaign for these materials. For show them something. When I hear me fine. When I special forces, they go show Cameroon something. They go through a training where no Cameroon soldier never ever go through. The training of our special forces, they go through a training where no Cameroon soldier, whether or not they are be, they never ever go through. First of all, they come for a foreign land. They don't even know play backside day. They don't know play front door day. They don't know their left. They don't know their right. We go teach Cameroon a lesson for the next 3 months. They go hear music for inside Boya, broad daylight. They go hear music for Bamenda, for broad daylight. Special forces, they go enter town. Take town. Enter for Commercial Avenue. La Republique, all their army, police, and general, they run. We go pin Ambazonian flag for Commercial Avenue for broad daylight. Stand for day. The court cafe, sing anthem. We'll show now. Game the calm. Game day. When I relax. Or General F and don't ask him. When I put the 10,000 bullets, may they get the job done for the Ambazonian people. Then. Now all they ask him. 10,000 bullets. They go teach Cameroon a lesson. Alright? So I want time when I plenty. If you did for America, use Cash App for my front. Now the Cash App that. Just send your money for your bullets. For any other place where you did, now my phone number this. Whether you do that for Ground Zero, contact me. I will direct you how you will send your donations directly to the leadership. I'm going to put our play with all my official. I'm going to put them back for here. Now in this, my phone number that, my WhatsApp that. Contact me for that directly. We will, no matter place where you did. Whether you did that for Nigeria, or you did that for Kenya, or you did that for inside La Republique du Cameroon. Contact me. This time around, we'll go for show Paul Biya who will be. We'll go for teach Cameroon the lesson of a lifetime. So that when they leave Ambazonia, they no go ever try again, even for attack their own people that inside La Republique. We'll go for teach them a lesson. The die body where Paul Biya go carry for Ambazonia. Soon, they then CSF, and then as we send that body back from Cameroon. Now they mami them. They go start for protest for Yaoundé. They go start for protest for Douala. They go start for protest for Bafoussam. We go for cause instability for Cameroon by compromising them for inside Ambazonia. Now I pledge that as long as we dare, as the leader don't talk, even na the last Ambazonia person we go leave for liberate the land. As the leader don't talk, there will be no compromise with the Republic of Cameroon. This thing for we na personal. For all our big mommy them, we don't drive them from their villages and they stay for bush and for refugee camps. Una anger and una pain, it is inside my heart. This thing and me and Paul Bia na personal. The governing council of Ambazonia, it get a personal mission for end Cameroon occupation of Ambazonia. While defense forces, the mission be personal. For all the Kajifu people them, and all the Boki people them, we don't drive when they stay for refugee camps, and when they suffer, when I anger they inside my heart. This thing me and Paul be personal. For all the Manu people them, we don't kill one mommy, kill one sister them, born with villages. This thing na personal. It be personal. The pain, it be personal. For end Cameroon occupation for Ambazonia. For all our people them. For the Atlantic states. Whether not for Manu, whether not for Meme, whether not for Kvako, whether not for Ndian, whether not for Coupe, or for Lebianem. This thing be personal. Against Pobia and against Cameroon. It be personal. It be personal. For all our brothers them. Oh, a lot of people don't know say my actual roots. The best way they born me, my family. I get family for Acha. I get family for Acha. My name Lucas Mukom. It come for Acha. It come Acha. Dr. Mukom for Acha. Now give me name. So I get that blood too. To all our people them. For the Savannah states. All our mommy the way they suffer for bush. Because they don't burn their villages and towns. They don't burn their houses. This thing be personal against Pobia. It be personal against Cameroon occupation of Ambazonia. This thing be personal. That's only take no prisoners. We must end Cameroon occupation of Ambazonia. Cameroon occupation of Ambazonia once for all. We must do whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes for liberate our people them. And give our people them the dignity and the freedom. We don't taste them for outside here. I don't taste freedom. I know what my sister they deserve her. I know what my brother they deserve her. I know what my mommy they deserve her. We don't taste them. We don't taste opportunity. We don't taste how a society feel be where people they feel live with dignity and respect. Today we don't see them for America. A black woman that from nowhere you don't become the vice president of America. For all what picking away the day for Bush. All what girl picking away the day for Bush. What sister do the day for refugee camps. The one the way they don't come out school. On a hope day. On a future day. We go secure a liberated Ambazonia for Una. Una will be the next vice president, the next president for Ambazonia. Now for Una. One mami them, now for make sure say one mami they be proud for which they are picking they don't do. One papa they be proud for which they don't do. Might take this call from America. Good afternoon, big brother.
Power on.
Well,
Bluetooth pairing.
whenever you call me, I know it's always a good message.
Bluetooth connected.
I know you also come with good news. What's the good
Hello?
news? Yes, sir.
Well, it's good to hear from you. It's been I know we interacted on the airwaves, but I haven't spoken to each other for some time.
Well, I'm live right now, so you probably know that I'm live, and so this conversation is a public conversation. What's going on?
Are you live now?
I'm live right now. I'm live on ACN, so people are listening to you from ground zero.
That's crazy. Well, I'm not going to interrupt
if we could talk maybe around 7, 8 o'clock Central Time, US.
Is it okay? We'll make it 10 p.m. Central Time, please. We'll make it 10 p.m. Central Time, please. I'm gonna have a late day today.
10 p.m.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
All right.
That's a deal.
All right. Thank you. I'll call you later. Thanks a lot. Anyway, now one of our great papa them dad for America. Okay. Yes. People for yes. Now one of our great papa them dad for America. So this thing for we and Paul being a personal, very personal. For what you don't do and for our people them. For what you don't do and for our mommy them. For what you don't do and for our land. For what you don't do and for our country. Now personal. There will be no compromise as the leader don't talk. Zero. Make the message be very clear. The coming weeks, we will teach Cameroon a lesson we probably will ever forget them. Now get a great day. I love you plenty. We'll talk tomorrow. Oh, before I go, any person if you contact me for Operation 10,000 Bullets, a very serious campaign we need for launch them. We can't launch the stabilization force. The leader the general don't finish what he do and for ground day, forget the force ready for all now. So we need those bullets for all man. If you did for America, use Cash App and then send me a screenshot. Any other place we did for this world, if you go for TTOF, space there, if you make a one-time payment for your credit card, even though so contact me, we'll direct you how you will send your money directly. And any person where you donate money for the governing council of Ambazonia, you will get an official receipt from the treasury and the financial department. When I get a good night, and as always, I love you plenty. I will talk back.
Your freedom is in your hands. It is going to be fought inch by inch, block by block, neighborhood by neighborhood, rooster by rooster. If you don't know, you go die. Now only you, yeah. They are fighting. They are gambling for that freedom in yelling. And remind them say they no one hear them. Cause you know we do the way them did it. I see you blow. Blood of the innocent world. Yes, so come and save us. If we not there, we go die, yo. Cause how we no get it, yo. Now God the child, he fly, yo. Yes, so come and save us. If we not there, we go die, yo. Cause cow we no get it, yo. Now God the child, he fly, yo. Think of Seseko, think of Deacon Tarzan, think of Powerful, think of Mancha BBC, think of Money Happy. Are you ready to lay your life for Ambazonia?
Ambazonia music, now playing.
I'm sitting here in my corner, watching and not believing. Too many people dying for the wrong reasons. Too many homes broken, too many souls taken. Too many long talks, people die when they're still grieving. I just saw you, we had a talk. We had a talk about everything that was going on. I made a promise to you that I was gonna make it. Now that you're gone in your eyes, man, I never made it. Shit, people invested their lives in this place. Hard work, blood, tears coming down their face. This was the place everybody came to relax. Now everybody running away, not looking back. All we wanted was a change, a little upgrade. We have a right to strike, so the law said. For the day, open eye, that's a normal thing. Perica no get for grow, that one a normal thing. Rather than spray good vibes, your spray bullets. Come for your house, open fire, then call them stray bullets. You just killed the mom of a child who just lost his dad. Now we join the people fighting this battle to fight back. I remember when they started with stones and matches. Big rubber guns, you laugh, say nothing go happen. Sin and done the bad, look at the body count. On both sides, people keep dying. Why you put fire on a man's back, running for help? Why kill him now and say you thought that he was somebody else? Give guns to everybody for a fair fight. For Christ's sake, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired.
Why the killing? Why the blood? We just really wish that we could have a talk. You killing your brother, you killing your sister. We just really wish that we could have a talk.
Nobody wins in the war. That's true to the facts. Let's have a peaceful conversation, then we start to react. Guns down for a minute, let's pray for a better day. Sit face to face, we can walk this out a better way. You're wrong for your doings, it's easy if you admit it. Let me take responsibility for mine, then we're even. Give me what I want and I'll give you what you want. We all got so much to lose, you understand? You can replace everything but not the life of a man. You can replace everything that you take from a man. So I'm ready for a talk, set a time, choose a place. And I hope you don't come with a gun right to my face. Too many people dying, lots are living in pain. They're dying for a cause, but nothing seems to change. Some of us are alive with no blood in our veins, and at the end of the day, the struggle going in vain.
Why the killing? Why the killing? Why the blood? Why the blood? We just really wish that we could have a talk. You're killing your brother.
Hey, hey, about a butt, hey. One love for my people, about a butt. So my people die every day, just like that. See the mess everywhere because of this and that. Fake words, this cowards fake love, this is crazy, I see. Many years gone bad and dreams are dying, I mean. No, this has gone to another whole level. Chimbaka wuwere, chimbaka butaka bing, no. Chimbaka wuwere, wa. Ils ont dit faut dialoguer, Tant d'autres choses dans mon pays là, je fatigué le genre de vie là. Moi c'est compliqué, my people don't suffer, so una prayer for we, oh, prayer for we. Una prayer for we, oh, prayer for we, oh. Una prayer for we, prayer for we. Una prayer for we, oh, prayer for we, oh. I'm me a butterbot. Mama a butterbot, baba a butterbot, bongo a butterbot, Ami a barabat, ami a barabat, ami a barabat, mama a barabat, baba a barabat, banga a barabat, it's okay, banga mbagane you, bazati, Bermba kwanga sigo, tigana, Mama king of Amanda. She must be Baba wa boyamo. She must be motopia. Una prayer for you, prayer for we. Una prayer for we, oh, prayer for we, oh. Una prayer for we. Prayer for we, una prayer for we, oh, prayer for we, oh, Ami a barabat, ami a barabat, ami a barabat, Aba barabat, banga fu barabat. Ami a barabat, ami a barabat, ami a barabat. Aba barabat, banga fu barabat. Prayer for we, oh, prayer for we. Una prayer for we, oh, prayer for we, oh, una prayer for we, prayer for.
Tu n'es pas qu'un enanga wasamatiba ai mapela ne moto lowani bila lowana bato senderi no sauf un de tout mon amour pitona bana ba una bembe tumbala pan mola pajitan Isenderie Punya bomende polonya mila Ikumbweni yako nyola bila Umatanda buluwan Dina dube Nadimende chene owa Banadale hoja Wase Banari wingilane odibo Matanda buluwan dina dube na dimende chene owa Nginya bebolo sito bwembo Pitona bana ba una mbembe Tumbala pan mola kwa jitan Isenderie Punya bomende polonya mila Ikumbweni yako nyola bila Umatanda buluwan dina dube Nadimende chene owa Benalali uja Wase Benari wingilane odibo Umatanda buluwan dina dube Nadimende chene owa Punya bomende polonya mila Ikumbweni yako nyola bila Umatanda buluwan dina dube Nadimende jene owa Benalale uja Wase Benari wingilane odibo Mukameleko Dina dube Nadimende jene
Freestyle coming from your brother, Dr. Stern. Go bring back my brother. Oh, somebody say freedom. Stop it. Oh, when it's time for banana to ride, nobody feet can stop it. Freedom, yeah, freedom, yeah. Freedom, free the Ambazonian, don't get me wrong, leaders of Cameroon. He who live by sword shall die by the sword. Those are some principles no man can defraud. The land with a river flowing with honey. Colonizers take our every money. Get to use them rice and it was not funny. We're losing our people every day because of freedom. Stop it. Oh, when it's time for banana to rise, nobody fit can stop it. The land with a river flowing with honey. Colonizers take our every money. Get to you them rise and it was not funny. We're losing our people every day because of freedom. Freedom, Ambazonia. Sound in Cameroonian. Freedom.
dance becomes a duty. Weber. One day, God go hear our prayer that day. One day, oh, God go hear our prayer. I say one day, God go hear our prayer that day. Oh, one day, oh, God go hear our prayer. Una dey for bush, oh, una no get choco that day. Oh, una just pray, oh, God go hear our prayer. Begin the native go school. The day is a bucho that you make you just pray. Oh, God go hear our prayer, sing with me. One day, God go hear our prayer that you. One day, God go hear our prayer. I say one day, God go hear our prayer that you. One day, God go hear our prayer. See how a woman that the bona is a bucho that you. Begin the deep in go school again, mama. Who will it cry? I'm going to cry again. Oh, daddy. One day, God go hear our prayer. Daddy. One day, God go hear our prayer. I say one day, God go hear our prayer. Daddy. One day, God go hear our prayer. I say. So painful for see one brother they kill another brother. Papa God, now you want to know this story. Now you want to know this story. But Papa, what's in the happen for this place now? Hey, begin the day for bush, they no get water, oh, that you, then this go. God go hear our prayer. We not get it house them. They don't born our house them. That you make we just pray, oh. God go hear our prayer, sing with me. One day, God go hear our prayer, daddy. One day, God go hear our prayer. I say one day, God go hear our prayer, daddy. One day, God go hear our prayer. See how they don't want